Evening, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Just pardon any sync issues while I get everything right on this end. This is the most exciting part of any live show. I'll find a better way to talk through these one day, but as of right now, I'm just awkwardly saying what I'm doing. I'm remembering to get Twitch fired up first so I don't have to do that while I'm live. So that's a step in the right direction. There we go. Because I'm live on YouTube, of course, and then I've got the Twitch chat room for my own channel, Nikki M Carlin, opened up. But what is up to Rover and King 40? Glad you made it. Happy day before Easter if you celebrate. Happy day before 420 if you celebrate. A happy first day of Taurus, I believe. I mean, of course, we're still on the cusp, but I am pretty sure. I looked at that. Yeah, April 19th at 1956. So in about 55 minutes we'll officially be in Taurus if you're that if you need to do something exactly when Taurus begins, that's what to if you're in labor and you want to have a Taurus, wait an hour. Like Frank's mom did. You just wait for that whole extra day and then have your child the day after April Fool's Day. So you don't have to, no, really, I had the baby. He's here. You can hear him. Stop laughing. I was in labor. Like, but yeah, since in honor of 420, and I did do this one other time with results is not right now, not before. I'm sober for you now, but King 40 said, I celebrate 420, but not for weed. LOL. Yeah. um, I'm gonna wait a little bit, then I'll, step off camera, go onto the balcony, have a smoke, come back in. And before, when I tried to do this, I thought I would wear my sunglasses. That way, like, I wouldn't look just extra squint-eyed. Until I actually did that, and I realized I can't see the chat room with my sunglasses on, so I just sort of sat there looking the way the big deal I noticed was that time felt like it was taking longer. So I felt like I had to do more in the 2 hours. And then I noticed I was doing a lot of reading and not a lot of talking, as if I wasn't, quite frankly, just like typing. So I'm just like live reading. So it was awkward to be in, but then to watch it back, it wasn't that, weird. Like what I love doing. I'm so looking forward to next week. This is in the description, but next week we're gonna review Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And I'm looking forward to that because all of the movie reviews go well. I've got them in a playlist now on the channel since there's like 5 or 6 of them now. So that's enough for a playlist. So I've got that on the home page. But like sometimes they're weird to go through and like go through all the notes, but then watching them back is always so much fun, and I always get laughs out of it. So I'm looking forward to it for that. And it's a film that I'm pretty sure out of all of the films that we've covered so far and just have had options for, this might be the one I think everybody has seen. I mean, if there's like one person who has gotten this far in life and has not seen that movie, what have you been doing? But that's okay. Now's your time to see it. It's always going to be out there. King 40 said, I hope you don't mind that I added more than 5 songs to your playlist. I couldn't help myself, LOL. I mean, like what, 10? Like, just don't be like that one guy in there with 50 songs. That's what I was gonna bring up, was the playlist. I'm glad you mentioned it. Because this popped off really well. I'm glad you guys like it so much, because people like music. How could it fail? Oh, one to go to. Glad you made it. Awesome. Because I don't Because at first I was so excited. Everybody put in songs in there, and there's a little avatar in the corner, so we know who added them. And we couldn't even go 24 hours with it. It like I put my choices up at the top because what it did, it's like maybe four other songs. It's got my avatar on. I did not add those songs. I don't even know those songs. So like I don't want to look like a dick dominating the playlist when I said I wouldn't do that. So that's why like let me just put mine at the top. Those other ones. I mean like if you put one in and it says me, take it out, put it back in. Maybe that will like slap YouTube's head and oh right. I didn't, now we got a fucking mystery on our hands. I just wanted a fun playlist, and now we got to go fucking I don't know, just YouTube being glitchy and whatnot. And what's up, Dandy? Glad you made it. He said, "Hey, balcony people." Oh, William Bill Cooper. Yeah, glad you made it. Said, yeah, the playlist was a great idea. Thank you. And let me make sure I have the phone on since like when I do a movie review, I don't have the phone number even posted. I don't have it on because that usually does take the full 2 hours. But the rest of these, there's usually time to squeeze in a call. I'm gonna turn up my notifications. But like just the first four are mine. Again, if you added something in, it has my avatar on it. Like try taking it out, putting it back in. See, because I want you to get credit for what you added. Like you want people to know your taste in music. I don't want credit for your taste in music. Even if I do like the song, I don't want if I didn't add it, I don't want credit for it. Dandy, yeah, thank you. I swap out some of my songs to keep it at 5. That's my thinking of what to do. Like I personally just have 4, but I'm thinking, it doesn't have to stay that way. I can swap it out. There's other stuff I would want you guys to hear, stuff I would want to share. And it keeps growing. It's what when I posted about it, it was like 47 songs and like over 300 plays. It's still getting plays. Folks are still adding them, so that's great. And again, that first song, Depeche Mode, that's just everybody likes that song. Everybody freaks out whenever Frank plays it at the start of the show. Oh, Jenna, what's up? Glad you made it. Jenny, yeah, Frank would holler at you, King, like, God damn it. He would call him by his like street name, not his screen name, first of all. Like when you're in trouble and your parents call you by your first and your middle name, Frank straight up calls people by their like non-screen name. That's the thing, because I have warned you. If you have a handle you want to be known by and a real name, never tell Frank your real name. Not in a DM, not in a dream, not through astral projection, because you will never hear your stage name, screen name again. He will call you by your legal name like you're in court. That's just the way he's wired. So if your name's Jim and you want to be called Bob, never tell him your real name's Jim, ever. But I just wanted to talk about the songs I added in here real quick. I covered Depeche Mode. The second one, it's a live version of Judy Garland, Any Place I Hang My Hat Is Home. Now there is a sort of a studio version of this. In a way, I prefer it because like when the band gets to like really like kick in, like you could really feel it. I was listening to it in the car last May when I was returning one of these TVs, so I know. But there's something about the live version better. It's just I think she's singing it more the way she wants to rather than in the studio. Like you have to sing the way you're told to, so that's why I like that one better. And then while I do prefer the extended version of Hair, stuff like that, like extended versions of songs and remixes really only fly if you know the original. And I know we don't have a ton of Lady Gaga fans, but Hair is one of my favorite songs by Gaga. And I've always loved this performance. I had a dream about this performance once. I like it so much. Just the coloring of it, her outfit. She was in Australia at the time. Just the whole thing. Can't get enough of it. I think this is the only way to view it is on her actual page. It's not like re-uploaded on somebody else's page to watch it. So you have to click on the official video. Oh, and as far as the Judy Garland one goes, it's by a channel called Buzz Stevens. This guy does like a shit ton of Judy Garland stuff. It's everywhere. He might be the guy who has What's Left of the Judy Garland Show free on YouTube that I have in a playlist. It might be that guy. He covers a lot of Judy. A lot of channels do, but he's a good one. And then Don McLean, American Pie at the BBC and something like 1971, 1972. Now, of course, everybody knows that song, but that specific video got me in trouble. The very first thing I ever shot before I knew I was going to start a channel, I was just like taping up like because I've got like the camera that I like plug in and set on here. Then there's like the camera that like comes with the laptop. I was covering up the indicator light. I was still at my old job. Vision was shit, hearing was shit. And I knew it was going to take me longer than a song to like figure it out. So I'll be chap. Glad you made it. Jenna only edited 4 songs. Yeah, I'm just at 4 right now myself. So it's like, well, American Pie, that's a longer song. And I was still learning it at the time. So it's like, let me throw that on, turn it down kind of low. Because I was going to record. I figured, well, this is just something silly to just have playing, just like the way I would be without the camera on, just trying to be as natural as possible. Because I had not filmed myself since maybe like 2015. It had been that long. I just don't film myself. So that's what it was. Like, I think my hair was dirty. I was just wearing a whatever shirt, and you can barely hear it in the background. And it's just me like messing with tape and like this, black post-it note, trying to just get it all just right and fiddling around. I'm just like mouthing along to the words and just enjoying myself. And so of course it's going to be a little bit longer video, like 7 minutes. And it wasn't my first upload. I did some other uploads first, but then after I had the channel about a month or so, I decided to upload it because I thought I could like share it, something silly to share. And immediately you get copyright stricken, and it's unlisted and all that stuff, so it's not like a strike against the channel or anything. But like I just started uploading, so it's like I didn't want to get in trouble. Holy shit. And so like it shows you what it is. It's like, well, we discovered, that this much of this song in this video, if you just clip it out or play something else, it'll be fine. So I'm like, cool, let me see how much of the video they have a problem with. And again, it's like a 7-minute video, and it's literally between maybe like 2 minutes and the end of the video they want me to clip out of it. Now, while I am mouthing along like the words to the song and somebody could like probably keep up with what I'm doing, that would be really stupid to just have absolutely no sound at all in it. And I don't have the skill to, like I say, I couldn't like sing a cover of it and put that over it or something like that. Like I don't know how to cover that up and make that okay. But I like it because it's just like me but before I did any of this and was just not just sort of just being myself, just kind of like it's something like silly extra maybe for like a membership video type of thing. But like I don't want to get a copyright strike on it, but I want to share it. So like can I share it like how you can share an unlisted video? Because I think it gives you a link. I don't know. Like one day I do want to make it public just to, maybe not public, but just let you guys see it. Just because just seeing people just being silly in front of camera. It's stuff you really don't see online anymore, especially YouTube. Everybody's so professional with their lighting and their ring light and their microphone right here and production value and lava lamps and all this stuff. So you don't see anybody just like screwing around, fumbling with like the camera and stuff. But I like the rawness of it. That's why I like it. LB chap kept missing, quite frankly, streams. Last week was okay. Now the week before, if you missed any of those shows, you're kind of better off. But since it has been about 15 minutes, let me step out onto the balcony. Don't do drugs. don't want to get this episode taken down. And again, I've been sober all day. I usually, like, when I do these shows, I don't, smoke before I go live. So, like, I wait until after I get everything put away before I go out on the balcony. But during the week, like I try to wait till like 1 or 2 o'clock later on. You don't want to be. You only get so high with marijuana. It's not like you're gonna, like, get extra high if you start extra early. It's not that kind of drug. But it's been rough the last couple of weeks, so now I'm smoking before noon and smoking at 10 a.m., which is not good, not healthy. My lungs haven't even woken up yet. Now they've got this extra, thing to do, so that's not good. But I do remember a couple of things from the episode that I did have up that was taken down back in December. If you remember that, awesome. That's the only way we're ever going to have evidence of that. Oh yeah, Beach app, understandable. It's at 5 gigabits data left, so gonna have to go on and off of YouTube. Yeah, understandable. It doesn't help that YouTube adds all these extra animations when you show up at the top. It's terrible on the app because you go there and up in the top corner where it says YouTube, it tries to play an animation. Just scroll down a little bit to get that shit to stop because animations are just burning through your damn battery. That's all that is. Acoustic vanish into you. I think I better save that for. I don't know what playlist I put these in now. I've got so many songs. Okay. Wow, it is so hard to stay on track. I haven't had anything to eat today. Haven't had anything to smoke except what you couldn't see happen. So that's where I'm at. Oh, damn, yeah, Beach Chap. Yeah, I feel you got, 2 lots, 2 hours of sleep overnight, so feeling a bit tired as well. I hate when as much as I, like, sometimes I can sleep for, 9 or 12 hours. Sometimes you go to bed late, you wake up early for no reason, and then you have a long ass day. It's like, fuck, if I would have got a full night's sleep before this, I would have. That happened. Like today, I woke up, like, I nodded out right after the show last night. I was just done looking at screens. And then I think I woke up at 6 for no damn reason. Anyway, what I was saying before now, my one show that's lost, I showed you guys. Oh, Moon Bunny, what's up? Popping in to say hi. Have a, oh, dude, a sauna appointment? Hell yeah. Well, I guess you get to take your pants off there. Nice. But I mentioned, I know I showed you this. It's my Grace Still Plays mug. I got in probably like 2021. And it's like the font, the Grace Still Plays font there. It's the same as the shirt that I wear, but you can't tell because it's so damn thin and, like, I don't have as much light, so when I wear it, you really can't tell unless I get my chest up in the shop. Oh, Michael, glad you made it. For real, I woke up at 10 p.m. this morning. Damn, you've been up later than me. I used to have to go to bed at 10 o'clock at night. Half an hour before I woke up. I don't want to mess that up. Just look up the Four Yorkshiremen skit, Monty Python. It's something they did live. It is not in the TV show anywhere. It is not in any of the movies. It's just something they did live. The Four Yorkshiremen. But yeah, it's Grace Still Plays on the front, and it's got a little, like, GSP on the back. Grace Still Plays. And I've forgotten how many ounces this is. Maybe a 10 or 12. Again, I got it, 4 years ago now, almost. Actually, exactly. I got some stuff around April one year, but 10 p.m. this morning. That's making me laugh. I wanted to show you that because it's got there's an additional mug. I don't have a lot of mugs. But I got one of these big bastards. This thing is heavy. Quite frankly, with the skinny little waist on it. And then like the back is just it's like a super dark blue, like a midnight blue. And then now this thing, it's probably gonna look gigantic. One, because it's in front of me. Two, I'm not 9 feet tall like Frank, so when he's got his, it looks like one of those little like solo Dixie cups with the handle on it sitting way back. Because remember, Frank's hands are so big he can't shoot a handgun. This thing is heavy. It is, hold on. It came with a sticker. It's handmade. And it's got it stamped on the bottom, which I can't. I've read it before, but like it's made in the USA. It's a dishwasher safe, microwave safe. And it comes with a sticker. I didn't know there were stickers involved. Look at that. It's the exact same thing that's on the cup, but it's a sticker. I guess that QF is the official logo. So if there's any like freaks who are diehard fans and have no sense, want to get some tattoos of the QF logo, that would be the thing to do. But yeah, I haven't washed it yet because of the bad knee. But it's again, it's heavy AF, and the thing is, okay, this is my right hand, and then if you hold it with your right hand, you can see the logo. But my right arm is my weak side, so me myself, I would drink this with my left hand, which is like it's awesome for the camera because I can't see the logo, but you guys can, and that's the important thing. And then with this one, if I drink it lefty, I get to see the logo, so it's just that's just how that goes. And then just a size comparison. I don't have a banana for scale. I'm sorry. I probably could use the potassium, but the Frankly one is just a little bit taller. And then like Krista was saying, it's about like 10 or no, 12 or 14 ounces for the Point Frankly mug. So the gray one's probably like about 10. That's not bad. Plus the sticker. What time is it? Let me slip out on the balcony again since I stood up. I was trying to think if I had any other cool stuff to show you. I guess not. Pardon me. Smoker's cough. But yeah, there's a link in the description to the balcony playlist. That link is the one that should let you add videos to it, since there was an issue with it getting it started up that I figured out in real time. It's my first time, man. There's a link in the Virgin playlist. Sorry, just looking at my own description, so I know what to say. Yeah, the phone line is on. It is. Michael, I just want to let you know that I've smoked pot. No, I didn't take them. I paid for them. My God, I'm not a criminal. No, nobody can prove what you can't prove what you can't see. Yeah, Moon Bunny said it reminds me of the Renaissance beer mugs. It gave me that sense, plus with the weight to it, like I would have to stick a straw in it and like drink it halfway down to even lift. I'm gonna get like the huge. Remember when Quagmire was like stuck inside for 2 weeks watching the internet, and then he turned around and his arm was just all veiny, and I'm pretty sure it was his left arm. I'm gonna get that, but just from drinking coffee. Michael, those new Hogwarts slash Conor McGregor mugs look nice. Beach Chaplain makes me feel like buying brand new mugs, even though I've got 5 mugs already. I think all my mugs are merch. I've got gray, I've got Frankly, and then I've got a South Park one I can show you after I finish Reading the chat room, Moon Buddy. Yeah, careful not to chip a tooth. I know you can. The weight to it. I mean, worst case scenario, somebody's coming at you. You run into the kitchen. You want to swing something at them. You hit somebody with that, and you're fucking up the rest of their week. Like they're gonna see a dentist in their future. I can guarantee you that. Have some coffee. King 40, it better be made in the USA. Frank better not be doing business with slant eyes. No, it is made in the USA. It's like, well, let me look for fine print on this thing because it's, and you can tell it's handmade. Like it's, I don't know how they color mugs, but it's as if they like sprayed the paint on, and you can see like a little bit of it dripping down the side, like not in a like a not finished kind of way. It's just like that's just the way the paint dried. It gives it character. So you can tell it's not just like, of course, the gray one. It's just like dipped in paint. The thing. That's fine. I knew that's what I was buying at the time. I knew it wasn't handmade, but you can tell this is it like the. It's just so. It's awesome to have something that was made by a human. It didn't just go through a factory and get thrown in a box and show up on a shelf. B-Chap, I make sure the mugs are microwave oven safe, though. Want plastic cups as well, yeah. B-Chap, they used to place Richard Branson on the news heaps of times. Oh, Michael's mom's calling him. Oh, they don't get in trouble. B-Chap just reminded me of the Family Guy episode where Quagmire wanted to mess with the woman who ended up being his own personal life daughter, so he stopped. I remember that. You remember how it ended though? With him saying something about but basically he's gonna look her up when she turns 18. Sorry to spoil that episode. And then, of course, they make a joke out of it because it's Quagmire. Because you're not supposed to do that in real life. Some people don't know that. Oh, the other mug, right? Good God. I didn't even intend. This thing is, I think it's even smaller. But this is, they sold something at Borders Books. I think they've all closed up now. It was called the South Park Kit, and it was just this giant box. It's almost like when you buy like a classy bottle of alcohol and it comes in a box. It was almost that size, but it had say like a little trivia book inside, and then stickers and just all this other kind of South Park stuff. But it was kind of heavy because it had a friggin' mug inside. So the goth kids, life is only pain. And then at the bottom, it might not show up. It says 2009. It was copyright. That makes sense. That's about when I was over that a ways. But yeah, so and just for comparison, this is like the South Park mug, the Gray Still Plays. They're both yeah, the gray one's just a little bit bigger, just a tad, just that much. If it's that critical, how many ounces of whatever you get. All right. Okay, that's enough of that. Oh, William Bill Cooper, great looking mugs. Thank you. So that's 3 whole mugs. Oh, John Rogers, glad you made it. Oh, Beach, have just watch the YouTube video content. Jenna, my coffee mugs are Corolla wear. Like the car, like a Toyota. Like a. Uh, is there a special name for the mugs that are like built for cup holders? Oh yeah, Michael. Yeah, good to see everyone. Hope you're having a great night. Yeah, you too. How is the battery doing? Doing okay. Oh, beach happy RB if possible. Sweet. Yeah, let me get talking about the week because I forgot we had a Saturday show last Saturday. Yeah, because my last show was a little bit early. Oh, Corel wear. As long as it works for you, as long as you're not buying. God, I hate to see this. Whenever it's a glassware, fancy glassware. You've heard red wine, white wine, champagne glass, what have you. It's nice design. It's all sexy and whatever and shapely, but then they had to go and like paint some kind of design or some kind of stupid design on it, and it's the tackiest. It's like a bumper sticker on a Bentley. It's just not. I can't. I just can't. It's so irritating to see. It's about the beverage, not. It's so irksome. I just can't. It just hits the eye wrong. It just bothers me so much. I can point it out with there's another guy who does like there's Steve 1989 MRE info. And his setup is very basic. Like his background, it just is plain black. There's no design on it. If he has to use glasses, they're just plain glasses, no design on them. Even the tabletop he's on, it's just black. I don't know if it's just that color. I don't know if it's a special surface. There's just no design, nothing. So you can focus on the food and what he's doing and the way he talks. It's got a particular way of speaking. There's some other guy, this is years ago, so I couldn't tell you what it was. I'm trying to watch the dude's channel, but all I could look at was he's got like cups with flowers painted on them like they're from his grandmother's house, and then like the tabletop has this kind of like swirly design all through it. It's just I couldn't tell you one single thing about the food because I'm looking at every single other. I just who wants to see that? It's just like maybe I'm OCD. I don't know what it is, but I just can't. Like I hope he got it together. I don't wish him bad, but it just it's not even the fact that it looks cheap that he's doing that. It is kind of sad. Like do you just not have cups? Like these are the only cups you have are just like the cutesy ones from your great grandma that she found at a yard sale. Michael, hey, flamingos are chic. It's flamingos are fine. Is Jay Dyer in Florida? Is he? Cause okay, what was that one episode? And like both of those guys were on. I could go through my notes, but was one of them Jay Dyer? Because one of them was like the Yes Cacao guy, um the guy who looks like Ben Stiller, and Chris Cornell had a love child. And is Jay Dyer in Florida or does he just want to be in Florida? Because I swear, like go to floridamancoffee.com, floridamancoffeecompany.com. It's a real thing. It's another man's coffee company, and he looks like he's shilling for it. It looks like he's wearing a shirt for And there's no way he's a gamer. There's no way there's no way Jade knows Gray. So that just fucks me off so bad, and I'm still thinking about it. Kick 40 sounds like a mo. Yeah. Maybe he is gay. Who knows? Anyway, on Saturday. I made a mistake. I could make mistakes tonight too, but that was a big mistake because I thought the show on Saturday was going to be the one that was only on Rumble. That's going to be the May Saturday show. So this one was on YouTube. So I think that's why the YouTube chat room was a little bit thin. That was totally my fault. And then it was too late to I couldn't run over there and tell people. It was just too much running around. It was only an hour long, so it was like Zadalza, so I had to be on it. There was no extra time. So I just had to go through it. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I can admit that. Michael, I didn't even think of Jay's Flamingo. I want to know where he's at now. Do you live in Oregon and you wish you were in Florida? Do you live in Georgia and you wish you were in Florida? Is he secretly a Gray Still Plays fan and that's how he's telling us? I'm going to pay very close attention to the words that man uses the next time he's on. Okay, Michael said Jason, Tennessee, I think Florida before. So he's from there and then he left. Arden, glad you made it. Yeah, Arden, it is past time to smoke out on the balcony. So if you're playing along, you are 3 hits behind. John Rogers, Frank just announced it on Rumble. Um, just announced what? Um, Rumble. Rumble. Regular Rumble. Um, who announced what on Rumble? Oh no, Frank. What did Frank announce on Rumble, John? Come on, man. I've been smoking out on the balcony. I really cannot remember tonight. But yeah, so Frank had everybody calling in and oh yeah, the last Saturday show. Yeah, it was on Rumble too, but I thought it was only gonna be on Rumble, but of course it was on YouTube because that's where I saw it. I just thought I was wrong. I was thinking of a different month. I had not eaten that day. It's bad. It's still been bad. It's getting worse. So yeah, it's okay because um it's okay because I'm feeling good right now. But folks were calling in and did their speak pipe voicemail things, and one chick called in and she really couldn't get a couple of her facts straight, but she said I don't know, but we were definitely tripping on acid. So it's like, okay, I'm here for this story. And then whatever the hell it was. There were some good stories. Some of them were kind of meh. Willie Fix It did call in, I believe, unless I'm thinking of a different night. I really should not be using my memory tonight. But so that's the thing now. All of these stories everybody told, and it's like, okay, was everybody tripping on acid in these stories? The crazy shit these people are doing and seeing happen. Now this freaked me out. This was one of the first stories. Now, we were just at my show before Frank's show on Saturday, and I was talking about how we need to have the cardboard cutout of Rob so people can remember what the man even looks like. Okay, jump to Frank's Saturday show. A half an hour later, this dude calls in talking about he was walking outside at night and he saw something that looked like a cardboard cutout of Jesus. And I'm thinking, okay, I just brought up a cardboard cutout thing. You're kind of creeping me out. And the story was creepy too, anyway. Something about something looked like TV static. It gave me creepy pasta vibes. That was trippy. King 40 fucking love Willie. Willie's great. I don't know why I thought he was an Aries and then come to find out he's an Aquarius. It makes more sense. That makes more sense now. I thought he was an Aries and it was just drugs, but then to find out he's an Aquarius, just oh, that's just okay. I like that. And I bitch slap Satan was saying they've been coming to the shows for 9 years. Fucking hell, dude. I've been doing here 10. So the fact that they've been coming around for 9, they must have been quiet for a while. It feels like they haven't been around for that long. Dandy had a lamb cake frosting disaster. Too runny. It looks like a melting lamb. Oh no. Like lamb chop, the puppet, but like she's melting, like Terminator 2 style. Arden said I'm going to cook actual lamb tomorrow. Is that what people eat for Easter? Is it lamb? There's a certain meat associated with, like how turkey is for Thanksgiving. Is it lamb for Easter? Why did I think it was ham? I mean, they rhyme. I don't know if South Park covered that. I did not know why we celebrate Easter until South Park did an episode about it in 2006. I was just thinking about. I'm not going to spoil it for you. I was thinking about it, but no, it's I can't tell you the name of the episode, but I do remember it was 2006. So just look for an episode. Then they explain it. Went my whole life celebrating it. Nobody could tell me why. South Park did. Thank you. Arden could be ham also. Dandy Sam HAMB. That's cute. William Bill Cooper ham turkey. Okay. Ugh. I can't eat turkey more than once a year, man. It gets its time at Thanksgiving. That's it. And did somebody, I swear one of the callers said they had an out of body experience? Um, I have you ever had I have had those before, but I've never yeah, that's what it was, because he had an out of body experience, but he looked down back down in his body first. Dude, I never looked back. I don't understand what all this floating up and then flipping upside down is about. I would My thinking is if you're in any kind of position anywhere, like say a plane, and you flip upside down, bad things are going to happen. If you're on the water and you flip upside down, bad things are going to happen. So why the fuck would I hover out of my body and then flip upside down? Because my thinking is I'd go back, dumbass. What the hell? You know what you look like? Go float around, do shit. What the? Quit staring at yourself, you pervert. Why are you watching a man sleep? Michael, chocolate rabbit is traditional in the U.S. and bunnies lay chocolate eggs. John Rogers, I have leftover pot roast. Oh, nice. Oh, Arden, yeah, but I made ham at Christmas and New Year's. Yeah, I'd be hammed out at that point, yeah. I mean, ham's okay, but I'm not in love with it. We owe you, Bill Cooper. Turkey once a month would be okay with me. I could have chicken more often, but turkey is just the lesser chicken. I just don't like it more. I don't know why. I'm not a poultry person. It's just and you would think I would like turkey more because generally when you have turkey, you get all the extra Thanksgiving-y stuff. Maybe that's what it is because I don't get turkey with all the extra Thanksgiving fixins. When you get like a turkey sandwich, that's why I'm like, no. Like I will not eat cold turkey. Like I would rather starve. If that's all I had in my house, I would still be sitting here having not eaten nothing because I won't touch it. King 40 turkey sucks. Yeah, that's why I can only choke it down with the other Thanksgiving food. And what they used to do at Cracker Barrel when they gave you more food, I swear it was like 2 plates worth of food. But you got turkey and ham, so it's like, cool, I'll just pardon stack one on top of the other, cut through it like that, just eat my turkey and ham together, so I'm not even mostly tasting it. That's not cheating. Arden said a leftover pot roast is usually better. Oh, well, damn. Oh, John Rogers, I made it today 10 hours in a crock pot. Damn, that's all day long. And then the other story was the Civil War ghost gave directions to the van full of teenagers to the Pink Floyd concert. So I'm glad that ghost was a fan of Pink Floyd. But they got to the concert and they said they left sober, and it was for songs from the end of the concert. And people were like, "How do you go to Pink Floyd concert sober?" Sorry. Or was that Civil War ghost to give me directions to plug in my laptop? Oh, what's up, Dale? Glad you made it. Missed the notification doing my Easter prep. Having 8 for dinner tomorrow. Holy crap, that's a lot of people. Do you like them all? Like, I can't believe I gotta cook for that asshole. He's coming over too, son of a bitch. He always talks about the same damn thing. Oh, and Anthony sung for us. They write down 10:06 p.m. Yep, it was funny as hell. He got to like sing the titles of all of the. What did he sing? Frank was trying to pull it up, and then it wouldn't pull up. And then Anthony was just singing, and I didn't know what the hell he was saying. And then I realized what he was doing halfway through it, and then it was over. And yeah, yeah, I understand what's going on. Ugh. And that's when Frank said that the Monday show was going to be at 7:30 because his daughter has t-ball. And I didn't notice this apparently because Frank has the super chats back. You can set super chat goals, and so like his was to get I don't know, like 15 super chats that were at least X amount of dollars in this set amount of time. That's new. I've never seen that around anywhere. I've been in other rooms that do have super chats, but I have not seen that option pop up. Did not consider the cotton mouth. Pardon. William Bill Cooper, that's all right. We'll be here. Oh, damn. Arden having 6 people, 2 kids, and her husband, his girlfriend. Oh, that's a lot of folks. And what time do you eat? Do you like eat at like dinner or like dinner time, or do people come over at lunch? The Monday show, Frank said that June 7th is going to be the next episode of The Brothers. That's what he called the Saturday show, just The Brothers. It's not technically, quite frankly, or Zadalza. It's just The Brothers. It did have a pardon, it did have a Zadalza feel to it because it was an hour long. So that did take me back to just rushing and just shooting my load in 1 hour, or just hold nothing back because that's all there was. So it sort of that it made me personally give me retro vibes, and then just seeing the way the guys were acting also. And Pyretta was there. Dill said his or no yeah, my son and daughter-in-law, her parents, her brother, and his wife. Yeah, it is awesome. Yeah, it's awesome we can all get together for the holidays. Damn straight. Arden said, yeah, including yeah, her and Wally at 6 p.m. Oh, nice. Dill's eating at 4. That's a good time to eat. So yeah, June 7th. uh, of course, it's going to be a Saturday. And those are, again, probably again at 9 and just for an hour. So if you go to it, get it all out in 1 hour. It's very Zadalza. Michael, I do miss old fashioned large gatherings. I do kind of miss like when all like the family got together. I do get that sensation now with the chat room. That's as close as I can get to it. So you do get to that. This is like the old fashioned large gathering. Nothing changed. Oh, John Michael Karma said, a wood fired lava lamp. That would be awesome. That's like something George Washington would have had. And then Frank did mention it's he did say another episode of Zadalza New York in July. So I said ZNY in July since it rhymes and I can remember that. Let me drink some tea. Hold on. Just tea, nothing else. July 1, 2, 3. Well, there's 4 Saturdays in July. But when's the 4th of July? Right before the 5th. Okay. And then Frank got Willie Fixit's name wrong. He is not first name from state. His name is Willie. Stop calling him that. Nobody knows him by any other name. John Rogers eating alone sucks. Yeah, it's so rare that I eat and there's another person there. You're probably the last person I ate in front of. It's been that long. Oh, and because Frank was talking about the guest coming up later that week, and he mentioned Timothy Alberino, so I said Tim Cat, and then Frank said Tim Cat. I was like, yeah, because I don't know if Frank didn't know, but maybe it's just because Matt's not around anymore. But yeah, that's a real thing, so he said it, so he knows. Oh, Dill. Oh, I can't have my brother for dinner, unfortunately. He gets drunk and obnoxious. Yeah, I know. I used to know a guy like that. Just great guy, but he would drink, and then he would drink too much, and then it was a problem. And I did not know what any of this was about. Frank was asking for jokes about something. Apparently, these chicks, air quotes, went up into space and then came back down. Celebrities, allegedly. Katy Perry was there, and other people I could not recognize on site. One, I don't think they really went. Two, if they did, or if something happened to that little bubble camper tent with the zipper door, we would have not lost anything of importance. Or yeah, a cat for sure. Oh yeah, there are signs. Yeah. And Frank had like his off-white, light gray t-shirt. This is going to start a trend this week. Frank spends, I think, most of the days this week wearing some kind of gray. I'm totally for it. But this is where it starts. And it's funny because where I'm at in Dark Shadows, this really isn't, unless you pay very close attention to the clothes, you aren't going to get this. But I'm at a point in Dark Shadows where suddenly everybody's wearing gray. One character shows up, and then suddenly everybody else, it's like whole different outfits, or like a whole different shirt, or just, and like just every single other character is wearing gray, and I'm for it. Never noticed that any other time going through. It is so cool. Since I'll be reviewing Dark Shadows on this channel this year, and I did just go past the episode that the Steve episode. I have thoughts about that. But the episode after that, episode 583, that's the episode. That's why we're all sitting here right now. That episode. Not talking about it here. It'll come up in the review. Yeah, Tuesday, Wayne at the start of the show was saying that he was not going to be there Thursday because he was playing uh, a game. I didn't understand what he was talking about. Later on, I got the more details. I guess he plays the organ for his church. I did not know he plays an instrument. It's like, dude, well, hell yeah, have fun. Like, play, look this up. This is online. Bowser's theme from Super Mario 64. Like, it is on an organ in the game, but then, like, somebody's, like, went to their church and played it. It's so intense to hear it in real life in your face. Like, do you think Bowser's gonna jump out? Like, I can't fight him. King 40, I'm a happy, friendly drunk. I hate obnoxious, violent drunks. Yeah, I hate the mean drunks. I don't cry when you're drunk. Don't fight when you're drunk. To just chill out, drink, and let me listen to music. Not gonna fight. We're not gonna cry. We can talk, but just sit down and chill. It's not a therapy session. Oh, Dilda, the cat references. It started with Matt McCat said, I guess before he had mentioned that Timothy Alberino is a cat, and he kind of just avoided the question, and so that made Matt suspicious. So Matt would always bring up the fact that he was a cat, that Timothy was, and Timothy looks like Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday in Tombstone. I thought I was gonna cry when I saw him because Val Kilmer just passed, but I was okay. But if you watch the man, he's very like I know I move around a lot and I'm twitchy and all that kind of stuff, but like he's always like it's almost like he's got a screen over here with like squirrels or like a bird feeder live cam, and he's always looking at that and other stuff. Like it just he's got ways about him. Canonically, he's a striped cat, but he's got like the white belly and all that stuff, but he's like a striped tabby type of cat. And sometimes he wears a hat. And so I just started calling him Tim Cat, and then it just it grew and grew. It's a Timothy Cat per Eno, and then now it's Tim Youthy. I know this is a stretch, but I'm sticking with it. Cat per Eno, like the M is capitalized in his first name, and then like the C in cat, and then the P and per are capitalized. So that's his cat name. And then I start telling people that he's got to have somebody come into his house once a week to vacuum, but he has to leave because the sound of the vacuum scares him. And then just when he was on the last time, he had a bookshelf and there's like stacks and stacks of books on top, like like at least three or four, because as soon as Frank's done talking to him, he just jumps up there and knocks them all off. And at one point, I know he wanted to lick the back of his hand and do one of those. And at the same time, I was thinking that he like did like this. He's a cat. And we're starting to think Matt Copper's a cat too. This was the week for cats, cat guests. Arden and King 40. Yeah, what is it with these angry drunks? I just don't know either. Like I'll get mad on marching powder. Suddenly I'll become angry. That's why I don't like it. But that's something else. I've been noticing this for the last week or so, 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. But like the pre-shows are a lot shorter. It's 7:05 and we're already doing the intro. I mean that's okay. It's still the same amount of show. I just noticed that. And some dude named Rob came in, no relation to like any of the Robs we know. This guy was weird, so I just called him the tree fucker. I was getting was it a Mary Catherine Gallagher, the superstar? vibes from that guy. Yeah, they're cats. Now, you remember when Matt Copper was on and he would not turn the lights on and it got super dark behind him, but he could still see the screen? That's when I started to think he was a cat. Oh no, Frank mentioned that there's apparently there's a currently a serial killer in the Northeast. I believe he said Maine. Good for him. I don't know what his body count is, but look out for Jim Zell. He is up there in Collinsport. He's pretty chill, but he will get your ass. Dale asking if I know the '80s movie The Cat People, or just Cat People. No, I haven't seen that. No. Zora, good to see you guys. Hope everyone's weekend is unfolding pleasantly. Yeah, thank you. Glad you made it. Smash the like button if you haven't already. And then like check out, like store checkout, like self checkout versus using a cashier preference that came up. And everybody has their preferences, the reasons, and all that stuff. But it's for me, it just boils down to it's a couple of things. Because a human cashier will stuff every single item you buy into one single bag. I can't lift that. And I'm not gonna sit there. I have like had like go to the next register, set my stuff down and rebag it so I can like lift it and get it into my car. I'm not going through that. I bag my own stuff. But honestly, what it comes down to is I don't feel like having to entertain another person just to get out of the store. It's especially if you have to work with people, if you're like forced to deal with the public like I had to do. I'm saying like a lot. I noticed that. I apologize. I'm getting sober. There's an issue. If you have to talk to people for your job and then you go out and you have to do it one more time, you feel like you're just gonna scream and punch a hole through a wall. So your nerves just can't take it, and it really is. It's sometimes you just have to just turn on the charm for whatever reason. It's not like you're trying to make an impression, but it's just more effort you have to use at 8:30 in the morning. Yeah, it's about when I'm in the store. Let's say I should go earlier, but let's say I'm gonna have to start going to the store earlier because we're gonna have tourist season start. But I don't want to have to go through all that effort before 9 a.m. My phone hasn't even woken up yet. I shouldn't have to entertain anybody just to get out of the store. So it's like, no, I don't want to talk to anybody. I want to go. I'm done. I want to get back to my car and hear the music. So that's why I prefer the self checkout. If I have to use a person, if there's no other choice, it's not like I'm going to leave my stuff there and walk out. I'm glad there is that option. And then I was thinking, since I did do my taxes, I did them all online this year. I know what I said about H&R Block, but with my knee, I couldn't go out and get the paperwork, so I was just stuck. And then ended up, I don't have to tell you this stuff, but I ended up having to get some like debt forgiven. But in order to let the IRS know that, I had to pay extra to H&R Block, even though it said those forms were free. Long story, I didn't want to like not report it. Of course, I did the right thing to report. Of course, I'm gonna, pay to have that done and all that stuff. But you got to do what you got to do. Anyway, long story short, if I did everything right, it says I did. Okay, I'm getting something back. I'll be able to get the PO box opened up. So as soon as I start seeing stuff return, I can start thinking about petting that away. So no set hard date. I mean, I don't know how long it takes to get like a federal return back and all that stuff, but I don't know, man. At least by the end, at least by this time next month, I should be having that open. So that will be an option for you guys. So if you have stuff too, I know a few people have some things they do want to send me. So keep that. in the back of your mind, that is a thing that will still happen. I just don't know like about the size. I mean, like I don't need people sending me like 3 foot tall lava lamps and like joke dildos and like stuff like that. It's I don't have like a room to like store stuff in like that. But that'll be an option. I know that's what other people want. I want that too, just to see. John Rogers tourist season sucks. I work on First Street, Cedar Point. Traffic is awful. Yeah, I can't leave my house without crossing across the road that's like a main drive to just get to the park. So that's why I go out so early. It's just a hassle. I mean, I'm kind of like I do have like a little bit of social anxiety. It's kind of not necessarily, it's I can be around people, but then they start like making noises and like playing stuff on their phone and don't take care of their children and people running around and like it's a trip hazard suddenly, and I just can't be around that. It's just safer to be out when there's less people, so especially if you're in a bad mood or something. So I just prefer to go out earlier when it's quiet so I don't have to wait in line. Jenna H on our block is a ripoff. Yeah, I had used them before, so I was just used to it. It was literally like getting to crunch time, and it's like, okay, brain, we have to go through. I did not even know how much I made last year until I did my taxes a few days ago. I just did not open up that thing and just then I got halfway through my taxes, and I'm like, wait, don't you have to earn at least 10,000 to even file? So technically, I don't have to. I'm halfway through it. Fuck it, I don't care. It's okay this year. It wasn't okay last year. I had that debt forgiven, and that's why I had to pay in. It's all right. I don't know what it does to my credit score or anything like that. That was all Tuesday. Wednesday. Is this it? So I used to polish boats up there by the Blue Streak and the marina. Oh, cool. Yeah, I forgot you're local. That is so cool. I'm feeling slightly sober and my throat's a little bit dry. This isn't an intermission. I'm just stepping off to the side and announcing my plans. I'll just see if there's anything I need to say. Nope. Nope. Just a second. That's why you eat beforehand. Otherwise, you come down a little bit too fast. Allegedly. So we must be compliant in quotes. Yeah, Frank had this question in the chat room. Like you can put a poll in the chat, and it was I forget the exact wording of it, but it was something about like your job has like say it's a future day. Your job has become fully automated, and the cost of living is super cheap. So what do you do? Like, do you stick with your current job? Do you continue to work but do something else? Do you like completely stop working and just do anything else? And then like the fourth option is just answer in the comments, kind of a thing. And so of course he brought it up on the show proper. And at first I thought I had an answer because, of course, I would never, that going live is nothing you can really quit from because you can do it from anywhere. So it's not like unless you're going to be like sick or seriously uh can't touch electronics for a month. I don't know why you would not, do this kind of a thing, but there's no reason to not do something that is so easy to just set up and do that's not, a huge production. So it's not like I would quit working. Like if I had the money to, I would just, travel around. So I would be going live from different hotel rooms, talking about, hey, I'm in this town and I'm at so and so and this frankly, and we did this and all this kind of stuff. And so like it would be like that, but it would still be, every Saturday. But I kept thinking about it, and I don't know why. Like it just kind of fucked me off in such a way. It stayed on my mind. It's like, why? I thought I answered this. Why am I dwelling on it? Because there was a part of me like, yeah, I have been, super stressed out with my knee for about 2 weeks now, and it really is wearing me down. And I think that's when it all kind of clicked after. Can't believe that came up Wednesday, and I thought of this so quickly. Um, just a vacation from at first I was thinking of I want somebody else make my coffee and my tea and my sandwiches and just whatever food and like run the errands so I can just like just watch Dark Shadows and Grace Still Plays and go to the show and not have to get up and just move around, just like somebody else do the extra stuff. And I'm like, no, that's not good enough. I like, no, what I want a vacation from is the pain. Like I want a vacation from like my knee hurting and my back hurting and like my back hurting after just like sitting in this chair for doing this for 2 hours and having to lay on the heating pad. Like I want like a vacation from the pain. Percocet. But I can't get either of those. So, like, that's the kind of vacation I want. I want to continue, I want to do more of what I'm doing without the stuff that's holding me back. So, I just had to process that. Yeah, Wednesday, that's when Tim Cat was on. Oh, Dill, yeah, just another NPC going off last night. We were kind of talking about that every so often. There's just one. So I thought about teaching English to asylum seekers here in the United States. There's probably some good opportunities out there for doing that. Don't teach them our language. We've got enough of them here. Tim Cat was on Timothy Alvarino with his, Indiana Jones hat and all of his pictures going to Peru. Peru. Something Peru, pause. But he was holding a cigar the whole time. Like it wasn't lit, like very Groucho Marx, just holding it. And he like the way I hold a pen, so I can't hate on him. So it's like, oh, all right. But I kept noticing it, and I noticed he does not wear his. He used to wear a lion's head ring on one of his fingers. Has not worn that for a year or so now. But it was the cigar I was noticing. And Dandy said he was holding on to it because it was strengthening his paws. Like, oh yeah, he's got it because he's got to climb up those rocks in Peru. That makes perfect sense. Okay, I'm with that. Oh man, I did not who catch you said this, but their comment was that cats understand us, but they have too much dignity to respond. A little bit. It sort of depends on the cat. It depends how chatty the cat is. Some of them will answer you back. Some of them are just not maybe used to the back and forth, so they say nothing. Maybe they leave. They just don't want to deal with your voice. It really just depends on the cat. And you can read their body language too, so they might not. say what their response is, they'll move and they'll show you. But cats can. I've heard that cats think that humans are just sort of like really big, fucked up cats. So like maybe they feel sorry for us. That's why they, hunt and bring us food because we can't do it. And this is like when I never knew that there were people who, just like South Park and didn't like Family Guy, or just like Family Guy and didn't like South Park, because I always liked them both. I did not know there was a separation until, again, South Park did an episode about it. I did not know that kind of person existed. So here we are, quite frankly, and I'm having the same experience because Frank's talking about, he looks at he knows Tim Katz's done, like he's done all this traveling and he's written books and he's done all these things and he's got websites and he has, done stuff. But then he looks over into the YouTube chat room where we are and we're talking about, catnips, and laser pointers and like petting them and tails and fur and all this stuff. And we're the only chat room talking about him like that. Nobody else knows that he's a cat. How are they fans of him and they haven't picked up on that? Nobody's picked up on that. Like, we gotta tell them. How can I don't know his chat room. I don't know what they do. I don't even, I think he said maybe is he one of those guys who's mostly on Rumble? Something like that. One of those. Because that's when it happened again. It was, yeah, Frank at Thursday's show. Frank is again, he's wearing a light gray t-shirt. Well, which is fine. I mean, it looks good. Gray's a good color on him, too. Arden, yeah, he is for sure. He really is. Yeah, there was a guy trolling in the chat room last night, and it crossed the line when he made a threat towards it made a threat full stop. He just that's crossing the line. It's one thing to like argue with people and be a dick, but that's not cool anywhere, even as a joke. I mean, like, yeah, you're in a DM joking around, whatever. That's different. You're a stranger making threats like that. Like we're gonna take that the wrong way. That is not the topic. Dale, I just signed up to volunteer with a local animal shelter. I'm a dog person, but no, don't know much about cats. Aw, that's awesome. That's okay. I mean, like I like animals, but I just get cats more. They purr, so you know when they like you. Other animals don't purr. It's like I don't know if you like me, but you're not biting me. I guess we're friends. That's amazing. As much as I love animals, I could never be a vet. I cannot deal with one. I can't deal with my pets died in real life. I couldn't do it for a job. There's no way. Now, this came up later in the episode, but Frank brought up the prestige, maybe. And just brought it up before over the years. It just comes up, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a year. So I forgot the name of what movie he was talking about, so I asked. And then later on, somebody was like, they were kind of really pissed off. Like, hey, Frank, that's kind of like they were kind of mad at Frank for spoiling certain parts about the movie. And you gotta be new to be mad at that because if there's one Frank does is if he brings up a movie, he doesn't say spoiler warning. Like I will warn you. Frank will just tell you the movie like you've seen everything he's seen. And I mean, like, yeah, it has been out for a long time, so it is past the 2 week rule. But this guy was seriously mad. Like he kept kind of bringing it up. It's like I'm like, dude, Frank has spoiled so many movies over the years. You just have to you scroll through Tubi, And it's like, I've never seen that movie before. Oh, hey, Frank's brought that up. I'll watch it anyway, even though I know how it ends. Oh, oh my god! I fucking died when Frank played this. This was a video, and it's like these Roman dudes in a pool. Hey, Jesus, come on over in. The water's fine. Just, dude dressed up as Jesus. Oh, hey guys, thanks. Yeah, just jump right in, Jesus. It'll be fine. It's cool. Yeah, cool guys, awesome. Yeah, just kicks off his sandals, cannonballs in. But it's Jesus, so he just hits the water, goes flat on his. The other guys cracked up. I lost it because it's like like, I hope his back's okay. But just whatever plastic, they had to use like clear to get that set up just for that joke is just what blew my mind about the whole thing, on top of it being funny as hell. Lost my shit. Cannonball, Jesus. Oh, oh yeah, this is when Matt Copper was on. Matt Copper is from the Cultivate Elevate. His real name is Matt Roski. He's a Capricorn. And somebody asked me, I think somebody asked me why I call him Matt Copper. It's because he's weird. He's married to Copper. He's always got it. You can always see it wrapped around his fingers. It's around his wrist. He might be a cat. This time he had all of the lights on, and he's another one that's good for like too much head space. So he's about like that. Just so he has to raise up his arms because he does the finger quotes a lot. Drink. So we had to do a lot of drinking and or smoking that night. Speaking of drinking or smoking, I'll be right back from the balcony. I don't think Matt is usually this close to the camera because he was just very, like, I'm not gonna get as close as he was. I don't want you to see my gray hairs because I could see his gray hairs. I didn't know he had gray hair. How old is he? I know his birthday's got to be right, like just before mine, like 15th, 16th, something like that. We brought it up before. But he has got gray hair. Like, okay, I thought it was just blonde. He's allowed to, but okay, that's new. But he said that again, he is a Capricorn, but he has an Aries moon, and then Frank is an Aries, so that's why I brought that up. Oh, Michael, it was legal. Oh, Michael, yeah, I don't remember who it was, but a streamer was complaining about the chat being off topic from the show. Some people do that. A lot of times when a guest comes on and their followers come in, like you get halfway into the visit and suddenly they're kind of just not enjoy. They're not watching with their pants off, and they get kind of an attitude. And well, oh well, I just thought this chat room would be more this way, and it's they've been on the internet for less than 5 years, and so they think they know how every chat room on the internet works. That's what that is. Just their tiny little bit of time. They know as much about chat rooms today as I did in 1999. So just like you calm down, go with the flow, and if the flow of the chat room is that displeasing, start your own channel and have a comment at the top telling everybody to stay on topic. That's really all you can do. Or you can be like that one chat room I went to where they said stay on topic while they had bots steady posting links and everybody else was not staying on topic. But I was only there for the Zells. John Rogers, my inside clock says it's 158 degrees outside. Oh my God. Look up the joke about McKinney. Dude talk. I think Frank's even played it. It's something about it's something like 10,000 degrees on the map, and he's dude's pointing at the numbers on the fake screen. He's like, everybody in McKinney is dead. Dude held it together so well. It's everywhere online. It's a lot of places. Arden said, someone talented needs to make an intermission video for Nikki. I really only need it when I smoke. I think that's why I don't do it all that time away from the camera. It's just so dramatic pause and boring. It's, you know what, it's OnlyFans. I know it's kind of dark, but just OnlyFans. I've got two, but the other one's across the room. And I guess Matt Copper eats raw meat. So again, the carnivore diet, that's when you've got to chase down your food like you're a tiger, and he can run outside right now and grab a squirrel out of a tree and eat it. And that's how he stays looking so young. And did the topic of sleepwalking come up on that show? But the comment was that it was OnlyFans. When I step away, it's OnlyFans, Michael. Free show. But Cody was talking about he sleptwalked, and then he had wandered into a room that had no windows, but there was a bed frame in there, and he was just sort of organizing it. And I think they were getting on about the full moon. That's what the topic was. Something like that. Or like more people sleepwalk during the full moon. Something like that. But Cody, there he is in that sleepwalking state. He goes to start organizing stuff. So I said, like Virgo? And then he's like, I don't know. I was born in December. I was like, oh, like December, like, 21st, 22nd, and or afterwards? And he said after. I was like, Capricorn. Very earth sign thing to do. Sleep organizing. That's how you know. Delia, not eating raw meat. I don't like sushi either. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna eat raw meat. You like cook my steak medium, but raw. I don't know, man. That's it's a lot of chewing. So here we go again with the gray shirts. It's still Thursday. Jim Lee comes on way at the end. Jim Lee, climate viewer. You know that guy. But he is now gray, not gray. Frank is already sitting there in his light gray t-shirt. And then Jim Lee comes on. He's in a light gray shirt, and then it was like a white horizontal stripe, and then maybe like another one, and then just that pattern continued. That was short though. That was something like 15 minutes he was on somewhere towards the end. It was just a really short him coming on and saying what he could, and he mentioned he's glad Frank was not calling him up at 1-2 o'clock in the morning for help with his computer, because that's basically all what January was. So Jim Lee is glad to not have Frank calling him in the middle of the night crying about his computer. So I'm sure they're both sleeping better. But Jim Lee's a busy guy, so that's why he just does not have a, like, say, like a set streaming schedule. He working full time and doing his. He said he was getting into something else. I forget what it is now. Helping out somebody. But he's got a family and all that stuff too, so he's a regular guy. Danny, eating raw meat is like biting your cheek. Yeah, it's just, oh, it just, it doesn't sound tasty. It's just a lot of chewing, and it just doesn't sound fun. Is it really that healthy? Like not cooked, like just. Uh, uh. Danny, I'm back. My lamb cake is cute, actually. Just needs to be kept cold. Oh, cool. Is it like shaped like a lamb, or there's lamb in it? Oh, Dragon Sage, glad you made it. Yeah, that was Thursday. Yeah, Friday show. That's when we had Jay Gulanello on. Any J name you like, except JAY. Where was it in the chat room? It might have been in Discord, but somebody said it's actually DJ Gulanello, but the D is silent, like Django from Django Unchained. Like that makes sense. So we got all of the health information. At one point, Jay mentioned going to like McDonald's, Burger King, whichever, and just like the food he would get when he was 18, and like a Big Macs or whatever, the big sandwich and all this, fries and all this. Um, how I think he's been a vampire longer than that is what I'm getting at. So like I just don't understand. Like when was he 18 and buying this stuff? Like in the 80s and the 70s? Now we have to know when like the sandwiches he mentioned were introduced. So that's another mystery. Danny, yeah, shaped like a lamb, lol. Dill said I made lemon sponge pie. Always make it for Easter. Is it like a sponge cake that's lemony? Pardon. I started my lamb roast, put salt on it, and in the fridge overnight. Oh, sweet. Oh, Jen, I think his name was Joe. Yeah, Joe Gulanello. That would be like the Eat a Joe sign. That's him. He wants you to eat healthy. He tricked us. I can never tell. Okay, he does like those perpetual health minutes, and then like he's got this little bit of hair. I don't know what this is going on back here, or some kind of like mullet type of thing. But then he goes on quite frankly, and then there's so much just black in the background you can't see it. You really have to look for it. It's there, so it's like his hair changes wherever he goes. Dragon Sage, puff puff pass, exactly. I might have to do that again. It's only oh, we got more than 20 minutes left. Michael, yeah, the 1780s, not like 1970s, 1980s. Gotcha. Dragon Sage, love your playlist. Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for adding to it. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. It got so many listens. So far, it's only been like what, 2 weeks. There is a link to that in the description if you would like to add anything to it. And then you do have 1 week left to watch the, well, not the, but Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That link is in the description as well. And that balcony playlist should let you add to it. If it doesn't, we can get that sorted out. And then if you have any suggestions for movies for us to watch for May, You can put those in the suggestions or in the comments of this video or just any of the posts here on the channel. I'll get those. Since we'll have another poll going up at the same time, I'm reviewing Monty Python and the Holy Grail to get that going for May. Yeah, Danny, speaking of balcony, BRB. Oh, yeah, BRB, one last time. Yeah, that's OnlyFans break. I haven't decided if it's a boy or a girl fan. I kind of thought it was a boy because like this one's taller, and then the other one's maybe about half that height. Danny, watch Jabberwocky. Holy shit! I. What is Jabberwocky from? Is that from? I want to say like Alice in Wonderland, but then like it's its own separate movie. Yeah, here we go. Jabberwocky. Oh, tubies. I don't know if I've seen that. I feel like that's gonna unlock some childhood trauma. Like nightmare fuel. Oh, deal, yeah. Cat people. Yeah, look for cat people from the 80s. 80s. I'll just that'll help me find it. Ah, that would be funny to do like be doing a silly film this month and then be doing a scary type of film the following month. Since I know they're not going to put The Mummy back on Tubi for May, I'll see if they have it on Pluto TV. That's one that the one from 1999, of course. That's one that's just a little bit too popular to be just like free on YouTube. Oh yeah, Dark Crystal. Dark Crystal. Oh. I swear I knew something about that a couple of months ago that's slipped through the cracks. There's a reason why. Oh, Deer Hunter. I know I've never seen that. It's got that scene though. And Christopher Walken. Dark Crystal's one I know like I've probably seen. If it's not, it's gotta be on Tubi. I know I've seen it around. Skeksis versus the Mystics. Isn't that what the what Gary Sinise's character is talking about to Mel Gibson's character in Ransom when they're on the phone at one point? Sorry, spoilers. And then I was thinking about this too, and I don't know why this stuck in my head so much, but I think it's because I didn't believe it the first time he said it, and he didn't. Jay Gulanello had mentioned that fasting gives you energy, like a year or two ago. And I'm thinking, dude, that's all I really do is fast. I've got zero fucking energy. This, like, I wasn't saying that. I was just thinking that, like, dude, you're so full of shit. That doesn't happen. Maybe it happens for you, but that must be nice for you to just whatever, dude. But I don't know why I was thinking about that since he's been back on again. But it just like a memory unlocks, something before 2014. But it does. I remember back in like 2012, 2013 when I was first getting my weight down. It's true you have more energy when you're fasting. It's because you're just running on just the whatever else is left in you, and then it just your brain just works differently. It's you like there's your brain on food, here's your brain off of food, like your brain on drugs, your brain off of drugs. But that's a real thing. So like I'm, not like anybody's gonna remember what I low key said because I think in the chat room I'm thinking like, yeah, sure, dude, whatever. Like I take it back. I believe it. I remember it now. I didn't remember it then. Dragon Sage, it will blow your mind. It's all about the evil in our world. And oh, adrenochrome. Oh, they were on top of it before, way before this. Dandy, yeah, fasting does make you run to the fridge faster. Yep, yep. It makes food taste better. You notice the flavor of food more when it's, that long between meals. So that's a real thing. And anytime Jay is on, somebody always super chats in with, some other Jay version of his name. So I'm glad those are those keep piling up for us to collect. Now, Michael said being in ketosis has a major effect on energy and cognition. I'm glad you brought that up. I was going to bring up Keto Brain since I did end up deciding to just go ahead and order more, even though I'm still basically in the same physical state as I was last week. Just because I'm not getting anything done, and I think that's the only thing that's going to kick my brain into working. So I'm taking notes on more than two friggin' episodes in an entire day. But they kind of fuck me off because I put the stuff. You can't just go there in one sitting, order your stuff and go. It's too. You need keto. You need to be on Keto Brains to order Keto Brains because the website is so frustrating. And I've mentioned this before, but I don't think I've gotten into quite this much detail. Like you almost need a Percocet to work up your nerve to go in, and then a Xanax when you're done to calm your nerves. Because I think it took me 3 sessions to like go in and out, just dealing with this thing because it's so frustrating to get that extra little, $2 protection thing taken off. That's at least 3 back and forths. And at one point, I just left the stuff in there, and I was just gonna not mess with it for maybe the rest of the day. But then I didn't know they did this. A lot of places do. Try this trick. This works with Amazon. It works with a lot of places. If you want to buy something, put it in your cart, leave it there, walk away. And then within a few hours, you get an email. Hey, we noticed you left something in your cart. If you purchase this within, like with 48 hours, 28 hours, whatever, 28 hours, 24 hours. You've got 1 day and 4 hours, asshole. Think about it. Oddly specific. You have 69 hours to purchase. No, but they will offer you, say you get I think they were offering like a 20% discount plus, because the promo code frankly only works one time. You can't just continue to use that. I was gonna get 20% off, plus they were gonna send me one of their mugs. It's sort of like curve shaped, and like I was explaining it last time, it's got like the brass knuckle, fingers. And I'm thinking, cool, free mug. And I was gonna get the Keto Brains anyways, so I went back in with the promo code, and it said in the email if there's any problem with it, email us about it. Go to put in the promo code. It was supposed to add the mug automatically, then subtract the amount. Didn't do that. So you go to the website right there, and you just let them know. And I'm like, hey, this is the promo code thing. Didn't work for me. And it says they'll get right back to you, shortly. Today's Saturday. That was Tuesday. So I just ordered my Keto Brains, and it says it takes 4 days, and It shipped out the following day, and it will be here this coming up Tuesday. So it does take a week. So that's, again, not bad. And I'm not even fucked off about the mug. I'm more fucked off about the fact that we'll get right back to you. I'm interested in what their definition of right back means. Like I don't need the cup. It's not even about that. I just showed you three. It's the principle of the thing, and it's not like that would stop me from ordering more. If this was not a business that was affiliated with, quite frankly, I would have never messed with them in the first place because of the hassle it takes just to place an order. So I'm glad that their product does work. I'm glad that they are supporting, quite frankly. I'm sure I'll never get sponsored by them, but that's okay. I'd rather be brutally honest with you guys. I'm willing to take that hit. Um, it is what it is. Oh, Dragon Sage, you look great. Thank you. I feel awful, and then I'll see myself on camera like hey, that's not so bad. So thank you. But yeah, of course, again, still looking for movie suggestions for May. That vote goes up next week, so a week from today. But this week coming up, it's basically just a regular week. However, again, Tuesday it seems to be that's the day for T-ball, but they cannot get the schedule. I don't know what it is about the schedule. I don't know why they can't just start at the same time as they did last time and end at the same time. But Frank was saying that it's in such a state that if there's any more back and forth about it, Frank's just gonna say fuck it and not have a show that night. Like just maybe it's just gonna end too late. I don't know if they go out drinking afterwards. Apparently his daughter likes the bat, so she's just going, full Negan on kids. It's great. So that's going to be April 22nd, this coming up Tuesday. So again, if Frank is off, then I'll be on, then we'll be here. So that's really the only thing that will be different about that week. Yeah. And then next Saturday, we're talking about Monty Python and the Holy Grail from 1975. That makes sense. It's the show ended in like what, 1974? Yeah, something like 69 to 74. I am going to check right now. I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I've been out on the balcony, so I'm kind of doubting myself. Yeah, 1975. Okay, that's enough 70s movies, I think. We've already done two from the 70s, so I'm gonna try to. Nothing wrong with the 70s, but maybe we should just sort of lean away. Dragon Stage Jenna, you look great too. Yeah, Jenna looks awesome. No homo. Yeah, let's maybe lean away from the 70s a bit. Um, just try to. We'll see how it works out. If not, that's okay. And I mean, like, yeah, we've done two '90s movies too. Okay, so let's, maybe not the '90s and not the '70s. I mean, if you have a movie from there, that's great. But if we can try to get around that, we'll do that. If not, we'll have to start, like okay, here's four movies from the '40s. Bam. And we'll see how it goes. I am still looking forward to Frank doing his free movie club thing coming up. Whenever that's gonna be, I don't know. Dragon Sage, I take you both home. Nice. That guy's got a fire pit and bows and arrows. I can sweet talk that cat back over to you. Sorry, since all cats like me. Did anything else come up this week that I missed? It's It's been another rough one. Oh, I tell you, I mean, I guess I don't have to tell you all my personal stuff. This is new to me. So I was asking about this in the Twitch chat room on Friday since I think it's got to be from stress, but I've been having upset stomachs in the morning and it's happened 3 times. Like before it happened before my last show, like maybe on a Thursday, but it was just the once. So like something happens once and who cares? But it's happened twice more since then, and it hasn't even been 3 weeks. It's just been two, and so okay, so like that's another reason why I'm like kind of scared to eat anything. Like, am I gonna feel like am I gonna have to deal with it again in the morning? Basically, with I don't want to get gross about it. So I was asking those folks like, well, what do you eat when your stomach's upset? Because I don't get upset stomachs. This is kind of I don't have a way to cure it anymore. And I'm like, what, like just rice? But then they mentioned stuff like, um, oh goodness, what do they even say? Oh, I know, potatoes. But like, is there like other stuff like that because you can't have coffee, it'll upset your stomach, right? I've forgotten the rules. I have not had upset stomach since I was a child, and then they used to sell this stuff you could smoke and like that got rid of stomach aches, but they don't sell that anymore. It's not 2012, 2013, so I don't have a time machine to go back and get the stuff, so I can't cure it that way. But I'm doing that. Somebody mentioned the is it baking soda in water? Like that's better for you than Tums. Like I've got that going on. I want to see if that helps out. But that's new. I don't care for it. But you have to look on the bright side. It does help you to diet. So you have to look on there's oh, how does the line go? From Braveheart, as king, you have to see the good in every situation. Patrick McGowan's character says that. Oh, Jenna broth, Jello. Cause yeah, it's not fun to just not have a lot all day. Yeah, the baking soda thing. It's sweet too. It's like I did not know what that. I had no idea what this white powdery stuff was gonna taste like in water the first time I had it. So it's like, you think it's gonna be nasty or chemically or it's something else, and it's super sweet. Like not like sugar sweet. It's the way it is sweet. Like you could probably, I don't know, put it in your coffee if you like sweet coffee and use. I don't know. Like I'm not a scientist. I don't know if that's gonna blow up your coffee. Just because it's so specific on the side of the thing. They're like carefully measure like half a teaspoon, half a tablespoon, half a whatever spoon. You know what I've never ever seen on a spoon? Like not a modern spoon, not a vintage spoon, not a prototype for a spoon. Is a halfway line. How do you measure half a teaspoon of fucking powder? I don't know. So it's like I guess, and like, is it gonna kill me? Is it gonna make it worse? I don't know. Like, do you turn into a volcano, like the volcano that you do in science, and like stuff comes out if you have too much? I don't know. It doesn't say if you do. Maybe I should have looked that up. Dragon Sage, yeah, rolling a huge doobie. Yep, that's why I've been smoking out on the balcony earlier. That's just to make that not happen. Add a quarter teaspoon with 8 ounces of water. Yeah, it's you do use, it's not a whole lot, but it's you do use more water and let it all dissolve too. It says it's so specific. It's super sciencey. But yeah, compared to last week, this was great. A lot of gray, A lot of people, at least Jay Dyer, seem to be shilling for Grace Still Plays. I was gonna wear my shirt, my Not Today Satan shirt, but it was like 81 degrees in here. I don't know how. So that happened. But yeah, it was a good show. If you do want to check out Keto Brains, if it's your first time, you do use promo code Frankly. But if you were sponsored to Quite Frankly and you do want Keto Brains, DM him because there's a special separate other code you guys get. So get in on that if you're interested. And then, of course, like on the actual site, if you do sign up for the monthly, it's like a monthly delivery, and then that gets you like $10 off, something like that. I'm like, I don't work for the place. It's just, it's again, it is so frustrating to deal with that site. And like, yeah, I'm kind of like going through it, and I'm not on Keto Brains, but it just like the pop ups and the back and forth. Oh, it's so much. It's just, you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna get my order, and then I'm gonna hear back from them about that promo code. It's okay, take your time. I know everyone's doing their taxes last minute. Dandy, to any other bird nerds, I had a green heron in my yard today. It was really cool to see at home. Sweet. John Rogers, measuring spoons go to an eighth teaspoon. Oh, okay. I didn't think to look at my like measuring cups. Oh, birds are cool. Some of them aren't real. You know, r/birds aren't real, but some birds are real. Jen, I'm still waiting for my refund. I am too. They H&R Block is funny. If you go to, you know, like they're fine about sending your federal right into your account. But if you choose that option for the state, you get this huge box of text talking about, you know, like hey, we'll do it, but if something goes wrong, you know, fuck you, it's on you. We're not going to help you hunt it down. That money's just fucking lost. Sorry about your luck, Buster. You know, have a nice day. So it's like, you know what? Send the paper. I can wait. It's not that serious. Like, sure, I can use the money, but like, but between waiting for it, never receiving it, I can wait. I can wait. Thank you. Thank you. So we'll see. And I don't know what the hell went up with my city taxes. That's just a new experience. Again, I've never been able to do my city taxes on the website before. I don't know why I didn't think to, since I don't know, because I had city taxes taken out, so they weren't mad at me. I didn't have to. I don't know how. I don't know. I guess I guess they did it right. More power to them. So thank you, internet, for doing my taxes. And I don't mind doing taxes last minute. I kind of started doing that just with my Ohio taxes on purpose because back, this was maybe like 2004. There was a story about some intern kid had a laptop in his car. His car got broken into, the laptop was stolen, and that laptop had a whole bunch of people's taxpayers' information on it. I got a letter about it. My friend's mom my best friend at the time, his mom got a letter about it, like, hey, your information was just on that laptop, just letting you know. Like, fuck you guys. So I would like purposefully, like, I'm gonna do my federal early, I would do it on paper. Go ahead, do the city, and just wait, and just like you wait till the last minute to even mail out the state, just so they got those people there doing all that stuff last minute. Fuck you guys. Do it on a laptop. Dragon Sage, I'm for the birds. Hell yeah. Dragon Sage, I feed pretty much everything too. Friggin' homeless guys flying in. Jenny, have a great day tomorrow. Yeah, have a great Easter if you celebrate. Have a great 420. Have a great. I like to watch Easter Parade for Easter, even though it doesn't have any like bunny rabbits or eggs or anything like that. It's a cute movie though. Dandy said I have my tiny little pond. It attracts a lot of birds and things. Was afraid it wanted to eat my goldfish. Oh my god, no! So yeah, so thanks for the movie suggestions. Smash the like button on the way out. Don't party with people you don't know. And always support all of your favorite content creators. Likes help out. Subscribe with all notifications on. Leave a comment after the show ends. And share the show if you think your followers are into that kind of thing. Yeah, happy Easter with your lamb shaped cakes and lemon cakes and roasts. Uh, and bourbon. Yeah, somebody had bourbon. And drive safe if you gotta go out. Some jackoffs probably day drinking on Easter. I remember going out to the library. It was like close to Easter, and I'm just minding my own business, walking in my car, and some lady, Happy Easter. So I set it back, but it's like I've heard Merry Christmas and all that stuff, but never Happy Easter before. That was cute. I just something different. Less random. It's not even a random act of kindness. Just like just something nice to say. Didn't have to. Nice lady. Oh, Michael, yeah, thank you, Nikki and Nickleys. Oh, thank you. Yeah, enjoy your holiday tomorrow if it's a holiday. Yeah, Dandy, enjoy your ham. HAMB. Yeah, go ahead and eat too much. It's a holiday. It's fine. Have your chocolate and all that. And have fun with your families. And make sure to get some Monty Python and the Holy Grail watched. Oh, within about a week here. Pretty sure everybody's seen it, but we can all watch it again. So I love seeing you guys. Everybody take care. Have a good meal. Have some coffee. Have some keto brains if you have it. More power to you getting through the ordering process. And stay safe. I can't end my show. I got chat in the way. All right, until next time.